I want to tell everyone out there, happy Korean baseball opening day. If you missed it a couple nights ago, I was one of those people. I think a lot of them, I know 40's not necessarily a baseball guy, but it was live sports. And I think a lot of us stayed up late to watch the KBO, the Korean Baseball League, which has some former major league guys playing in it. They actually started their season, I think it was Tuesday night. So they played a couple games now. It's like the biggest thing right now because it's the only thing right now.
It did kind of remind me of Mr. Baseball a little bit, the old Tom Selleck movie, where he went to Japan and he went to those leagues. But you're right, it is something.
Well, it's funny, I laugh too because one of my best friends who I was actually talking with yesterday was telling me how much of this he was watching.
He was loving it.
I'm starting to know the teams. I know who's undefeated. I know what the standings look like right now.
Hey, just think, Pep.
Come to.
Yeah, think if one of those players come over here, you'd be like, "That's my guy. That's my guy."
Dude, that guy had a huge season for the Samsung Lions, man, or the Dinos.
Yeah. Sondering?
Is that who we should be watching? The Samsung Lions?
Yes.
I think that's a real team. I haven't watching it though. But it's late, man. Like I stay up late, so I'm like half asleep when I'm watching it, but I have been watching it. And here, again, just further proof that the Inland Empire is everywhere. We have a local guy who plays for the Kia Tigers. It's Aaron Brooks, the pride of Cajon High School. He pitched in the major leagues for the Royals, the Orioles, the Oakland A's. He was in the Cubs organization. He was the opening day starter for the Kia Tigers from San Bernardino. Aaron Brooks, man.
There you go right there.
Let's go Kia Tigers.
See? We need a hat. We need a jersey. I'm down.
You know what? That could be like a pop culture thing. Like people start rocking their favorite Korean baseball team just because, again, that's the only thing we've got going on right now.
Yeah, like the Dragons or whatever. Yeah.
We got more baseball news to get to. We got some NFL as well. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas. They are the gas professionals. So if you need gas, again, we've said this before, if you're an essential business, you are still operating. I know more and more businesses are going to be reopening soon. If you need gas, Matheson Gas is willing to help. Check out the website first. That's mathesongas.com. Then you can give them a call. They've got 3 locations across the Inland Empire: Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, and Riverside. They are ready and willing to help, so check them out. That is mathesongas.com online. That's the website. So just to tail in on that baseball conversation real quick, guys. So we're talking about the Korean Baseball League, how they're already playing. They started their professional season this week with no fans in attendance. Major League Baseball, the latest that we've been hearing from that is spring training. A new second version of spring training could start as early as June, and the Cleveland Indians actually leaked that July 1st was going to be the new opening day, although they kind of backtracked a little bit and said, well, that's the targeted date, but they kind of threw that out there. So if you're a baseball fan, maybe spring training in June, maybe real baseball by July 1st.
I think that's what the plan is. They just accidentally said it.
I mean, the good thing with baseball is they haven't started their season yet. It's probably going to be a shortened season, but the end of their season schedule so far still looking like they can keep that intact. It's really like hockey and basketball. They're like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, because baseball can have a variation of their season. They play 162 regular games. That's not going to happen. I don't know how long the season will be, or if we'll have like let's say a World Series around Thanksgiving, which would be like a month later than normal. But I mean, it can happen. And you're right, 40. Baseball and let's say hockey, they're in bad shape right now because now it's so late. It's spilling into their next season, so they're going to have to make a decision soon.
We could have a 40-size baseball season, a smaller one that he would like.
I'm good with that. The less baseball, the better. I want
40
to
size.
know, is LeBron getting the championship for this season? Yes or no? Can we just settle that?
That is tough. I don't know.
And speaking of NBA, I think I just saw that there's a lot of NBA facilities opening up tomorrow, but the Lakers are not one of them. I think the Lakers said that not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, which is May 16th, would be their target date to reopen their practice facility to get guys back in there.
I believe that's because they're waiting for the announcement from Newsom today about what the new guidelines
that
are.
would be closer to the May 15th opening. That seems to be sort of the new At least last I've heard, May 15th is kind of the new target.
So they don't make something and then he makes some announcement that alters their behavior. They're going to wait for the announcement and then launch their plan, I think.
Exactly. Like the Lakers, a lot of professional teams in California are waiting to get guidance from the governor because a lot of other states, like I know the Nuggets, the Cavaliers, there's teams out there have already said because of local public health orders, they're okay to go back in their facilities, and they will go in tomorrow. But the Lakers, like you guys said, Gavin Newsom's going to make a big announcement today. Everyone's just kind of holding their breath, seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, nobody pays attention to Cleveland anymore.
No.
The Cavs are still in the league?
Yeah, it's still a team.
Cleveland, continue on.
Are they in that Korean baseball league now?
Who knows?
Who knows, man? Who knows? But there is something exciting happening today. If you are a sports fan, we have the release of the NFL schedule. It's a 40. You're going to be all about this because it's a made-for-TV event now. I think they're going to stretch it out over like 3 hours, and I don't know if they unveil it division by division, but they're going to blow this thing out.
No, sadly, this is why I was talking to my friend yesterday. We were setting our plans up for our Zoom conference call tonight to be drinking and watching the release party.
Yeah, where are they going to be? Where are the games going to be? Because it sure seems like the NFL is just full steam ahead.
It's always a weird day, too, because watch, throughout the day, if it's anything like it has been in the past, there'll be a couple leaks throughout the day of what the big holiday games are. Like the Thanksgiving Day games will probably leak around like noon.
Big games, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's probably worth pointing out that the divisions, the way they set in the NFL, we know the other teams. For example, like the Chargers, they're playing it's the AFC East and the NFC South. So we kind of know who their opponents are going to be, but where they're going to play. I mean, I should say, and we know the locations too, the home and away, but we don't know when they're going to play them throughout the season. But what I found interesting, guys, is that the Chargers and the Rams, both of our Los Angeles teams, they will both play at Tampa Bay, which means they will both play on the road against Tom Brady. But they will both also be home against Bill Belichick and the Patriots, the Rams and the Chargers.
Just a weird coincidence.
Got a little something to look forward to there.
It's very strange how the season, but how it's gonna look, because this is another reminder, too, that the first-place teams from last season will play other first-place teams. So if you look at the 49ers, I think they've got the Saints. They've got the Packers again on their schedule. Like, they've got a very tough schedule. And if you're a last-place team, your schedule is going to be a little bit easier.
Right.
So we got the schedule going on today, and then I have to slip in Frank Gore signing a 1-year deal with the Jets. Let's also remember that Frank Gore Jr. is starting his college career. I can't remember the college, but his son is starting in college as a running back. Frank Gore, he's like third all-time. He's climbing the list.
He's fifth all-time, I believe, and he's basically like the Vince Carter of the NFL.
Unreal.
Yeah, what's amazing is, and you guys know this, the shelf life of a running back really is not that long, but Frank Gore is 37 years old, and he's still in the league.
And very quietly, I believe is fifth all-time rushing yards leader. Very quietly has done that.
And the average, like you said, lifespan is 3 years.
Yeah, it's not long for a running back, man. It just isn't. And for him to be the longevity of his career, for him to be around and still sign a new contract with the Jets, that's amazing. I thought you were going to bring up Earl Thomas when you said you were going to bring up the NFL.
Right? Yeah, there is Seahawk news. Marshawn Lynch might be coming back again, and then Earl Thomas basically getting caught cheating on his wife, and his wife putting a gun to his head and having a huge standoff. And she took the clip out of the gun, thinking it was unloaded. There was one in the chamber. She could have killed him if she would have pulled that trigger. She didn't know.
All that fun aside, did somebody not tell the NFL GMs that it's like no longer 2016?
No.
Look at all the players who have signed this offseason. What the hell is going on?
That is true.
Oh, man. And again, this NFL offseason has really powered us through this quarantine time, because it's given us things to talk about. We had the draft. We're going to have the release of the schedule tonight. It's between the NFL and the Korean Baseball League, it saved sports. They're in this safe at home order.
If nothing else, you'll find out when your team is going to be playing in Vegas, and you can set up your vacation now.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Find out who's playing the
Pep,
Raiders.
tell them how to get your stuff.
Hey, Inland Sports guys all over social media. We got the YouTube channel as well. We got an exclusive interview with future Stanford Cardinal quarterback Tanner McKee, the pride of Centennial High School. You can find that right now on Inland Sports.
Thanks, Pat. Perfect, dude.